The United States government has acknowledged the existence of unidentified objects, but their stance and level of knowledge about them is not entirely clear. In June 2021, the United States government released a report on unidentified aerial phenomena, which is the new term used to describe these aircrafts. The report, issued by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, stated that there were 144 reports of unidentified aerial phenomena from 2004 to 2021, with only one of them having an identifiable explanation. However, the report also stated that there was not enough data to determine the nature or origin of the unidentified aerial phenomena. Prior to the release of the report, the United States government has been involved in a number of investigations related to mysterious aircrafts. One of the most well-known was the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, which was a secret Pentagon program that investigated unidentified sightings. The existence of this program was revealed in 2017, and it was reportedly shut down in 2012. Overall, the level of knowledge and involvement of the United States government in this type of research and investigation is not entirely clear, and there is ongoing debate and speculation about the extent to which they may know about or be involved with unidentified aircrafts. The United States Navy accidentally released unredacted files that went on to detail mysterious aircrafts around their warships. The files were immediately deleted, which led online users to say that they didn't mean to release them, which then caused the Navy to frantically delete them. Over 60 pages were uploaded online by the military, and they were under the file name Proposed Redaction. Many suggested that the unaltered documents were not meant to be released online, with some users saying that a military official accidentally uploaded the wrong documents. Usually when these types of documents are released, the names of places and people are redacted, which hides their identity along with the location of the sightings. However, these documents clearly outlined the details of those involved, even going as far as listing names. One of the documents went into detail about how a Navy ship encountered unknown drones. Those who have been looking into this topic have said the Navy doesn't know what these objects are, with naval officials coming forward in recent years and saying that this isn't an odd occurrence, and that while they were in the Navy, they too encountered mysterious crafts above Navy ships. One user said the following: "The Navy's counter-narrative on this has been, it's just some random drones from a random cargo ship in the area. So they are telling us that 100 random drones from an unknown source that we didn't follow up on or punish for impinging on our airspace are just able to swarm our ships, and we didn't pursue them because we didn't think it was necessary. Even if the drones were a civilian prank and not Chinese or Russian, this would still be a huge deal." The frantic attempts to divert attention from the Navy leakers involved show how desperate the Department of Defense is to keep public eyes off this issue. It's starting to get comical just how many straws they'll grasp at to keep these incidents, especially nautical aircraft incidents, under wraps. Just imagine, hundreds of sailors have a full-on encounter. Their lives are forever changed. They know something is out there and it's not any technology humans are capable of, and the Navy really actually thinks they can swear every one of these people to secrecy and keep doing so indefinitely every time such an incident happens. It's wild. The Navy has struggled for years to explain away these events." End quote. Another user said the following: "Do people really think that the Navy accidentally released these documents? Don't people think it's a bit of a coincidence that the Navy has been talking about these objects, and then they just happen to dump a load of documents going into detail about them? I don't believe it. You don't just accidentally release this type of information." End quote. One document goes into detail about how these drones would come into close contact with the ships, outlining that the mysterious crafts would come within 500 feet. Those on the ship would attempt to communicate with the drones, but they said that no communication was made, and some of them would swoop over the ships and buzz them. As of right now, there's no mention of the warship firing back or trying to engage with them. Another user said this: "One thing that many people aren't talking about is that if these are advanced drones, they would raise just as many questions as it would answer. Who owns these things? How are they so advanced? And how are they able to travel at the speeds they do? This doesn't answer anything and just adds to the mystery." End quote. One of the documents reads as follows: "Hazard pilot entered W-72 to perform a currency flight. Upon check-in, Hazard Pilot was told by the controlling agency that there was no traffic in the area. Shortly after check-in, Hazard Pilot detected a radar track off his nose at 12,000, traveling at Mach 0.1. Shortly after detecting the radar track, Hazard Pilot was able to visually acquire a small aircraft. The aircraft had an approximately 5-foot wingspan and was colored white with no other distinguishable features. Due to the small size, the aircraft was determined to be an unmanned aircraft system. The Hazard Pilot tracked the Hazard Unmanned Aircraft System for approximately 1 hour and relayed position data to the controlling agency. Surface traffic was light, with only a single stationary commercial fishing trawler and a single unidentified United States naval vessel traveling south in the vicinity of their location. At no point in the flight did the controlling facility see a radar return or a squawk that correlated with the HUAS post-flight. The controlling agency contacted numerous local unmanned aerial surveillance operators, but none claimed knowledge of the unmanned aerial surveillance. Additionally, the identity of the naval vessel in the vicinity was undetermined. With the increased prevalence of unmanned aerial craft, the mid-air potential between manned and unmanned aircraft is a growing concern. In many ways, unidentified aircrafts pose a greater mid-air risk than manned aircraft. They are often less visually significant and less radar apparent than manned aircraft. Additionally, they may not be squawking and typically have less SA to the aircraft in their vicinity than manned aircraft. The unmanned aircraft community, manned aircraft community, and ATC need to proactively manage this hazard before we are faced with a mishap. So, what do you make of these interesting announcements? And what do you think these small aircrafts are? And why do you think they were interested in these naval ships? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.